How's everybody doing? God bless. Um, there's an alignment on the winter solstice, and I will go over it right now. Yes, people are talking about the Germans and how the Germany with Hitler lines up with this year. And I've seen a lot of good videos. There's a lot of people that had good videos, but I haven't heard anybody talking about this alignment with the pyramids, Khufu, Obama, the alignment with the pyramids. So I'm going to go over this. I've also made videos in the past about Hanukkah, and I will go over that right now. Also, too, I will be live tonight, like always, at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. tonight, and we're only a week away from the solstice. The 18th, people are saying next weekend, which is roughly a week away. High watch, I agree also, and I will go over my part of it, which everybody's watching. We're all watching. Can't wait. Hope to see your praise and worship tonight at 9 p.m. So let's get over it. My two Bible verses, as I have talked about before, says right here, this is in Psalms 19:4. It says, their lines go through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, in them that have set a tabernacle with the sun. And it says also down here, it says, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. So there's a tabernacle with the sun that go the ends of the world and set a tabernacle with the sun as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. I've said this before. This is also in Joel. It says right here, it says, gather the people. It says the bridegroom go forth out of his chamber and the bride out of her closet. There's other Bible verses that say the chamber of the south that could be talking about the solstices, as I have talked about before, because there's the summer solstice and the winter solstice, and that's the sun with a tabernacle with the sun. So I've explained that. I've also made videos on this before, even last year. How many times did Jesus visit Jerusalem? He visited he visited it 3 times, okay? He visited it 3 times. Well, let's see. It says 4 times. It says, gives an account of Jesus in Jerusalem of 4 different occasions. 4. Okay, they were at Passover, 2 at Passover, right here, Passover, the Feast of Dedication, which is Hanukkah, right here, and Hanukkah. It's John 21 right there. The Feast of Dedication, and it was winter. So Jesus went to Jerusalem 4 times. I'm assuming if there's one that it doesn't say, gives an account of Jerusalem 4 different occasions. 2 were on Passover. So this is when he left. So is when he comes back at the Feast of Dedication. Very interesting. And here it is. So there's 4 times that Jesus went to Jerusalem, and it says down here why. It says because they were going to try to kill him every time he went there. So he died at Passover time, and he went there on the Feast of Dedication, which is Hanukkah, right here. It's in John right there. So this is very interesting. I made a whole video on this. Here it says right here, this is the verse right here. It was now winter, and Jesus was in Jerusalem at the time of Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. So this is the first part of my video. Now I'm going to go over the rest of my video. This is what my video is about. The pyramids, the alignment. This is in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I will show you this right here. Now this is Moses. Very interesting about Moses. Because this is the 10 Commandments, and they call it The focus on dedication right here. This is Moses.
Stone will break. There are 2,000 slaves on the ropes.
As you can see, they're lining everything up. There's an alignment. This is very interesting to me because this is also in Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's an alignment.
There is the obelisk of your Jubilee. Baka, put 1,000 slaves to removing the sand until the stone settles to its base. Pharaoh is pleased?
The obelisk? Yes. But not in certain accusations made against you.
Very interesting that there's an alignment. This is exactly what they're showing here. There's an alignment. Now let's get to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Right here, you can see Khufu. He comes into the pit. As you can see, there's all these images, Egyptians, hieroglyphics. Here is the alignment right here, and you'll see he's showing an alignment. As you can see, there's an alignment with the sun, as I showed you the Bible verses right here. They're interesting. There's the sun, there's the alignment. He's showing the alignment. As you can see, this is the exact same thing they're showing in Moses. The dedication, you can see the obelisks here. You can see Khufu right at the end. Khufu. It's right here. As you can see, there's the pyramid. And it shows there's the capstone's gone, but there's an alignment with the pyramids. This is what they're showing you. There's Khufu. This is what the Egyptians believed, that the king's chamber, which there's alignment on the solstice with the king's chamber. It's a passageway for the Antichrist. The passageway for the Antichrist to come down to earth as we leave. They are also showing there's only one door. There's only one escape. This door opens at this time with the pyramids. The door, and then it's closed, and I will show you that in the next scene. There it is. There's the pyramid. It lines up with the pyramid. There's the passageway. They are showing you the passageway. This is where the souls leave. This is what they're showing. Right down the passageway. There you're right. There you go. Passageway through there. Now this is just about done. Now I'll show you what happens after this. This is what the Germans, people have talked about the Germans and Hitler and the Antichrist, the connection, which I saw that is very true.
Again, Jones, what was briefly yours is now mine. Well, fitting into your life's pursuits. You're about to become a permanent addition to this archaeological
This is what happens after we leave. The pit, the snakes.
find. Who knows? In 1,000 years, even you may be worth something.
The snakes in the pit. The door closed.
I'm afraid we must be going now, Dr. Jones. Our prize is awaited in Berlin. But I do not wish to leave you down in that awful place, all alone.
Slimy pig, you let me go! Stop it!
She's thrown in the pit. She's also wearing white, but it's very interesting. The dragon in the pit, very interesting.
Traitor, you get your hands off of me!
Snakes. As you can see, they're in the pit.
Anything that slithers.
Oh, thank God, it's so blazing!
As you can see, this has symbolism too. Brass, whatever. You can, like I said, I'm not going to really get into it. Get sidetracked.
In me! Ow!
Went too far. There's actually zombies. There's actually zombies in there. They show dead people, dead bodies. Zombies. Wonder if I had that in here. Nope. Let's talk about Khufu and Obama. Here's Khufu's chamber. Right here, Khufu. This is also the one that Obama went and saw. Right here, here is the pyramids at the Solstice. Right here, it goes to the King's Chamber. The King's Chamber, very important. This is the King's Chamber. This is what they believed. They would go into afterlife. This is the King's Chamber. It lines up at the Solstice. Khufu. There's Obama and Khufu. Watch, and I do have videos of him looking at the King's Chamber at the Great Pyramid. Right here. This is what Obama went to see, Khufu in the King's Chamber. Here's a picture of Khufu. This is the same picture as it looks like Obama. The winter solstice right here. There's a light that shines through. It's also a pagan holiday, which I'll probably do a video on that. Right here, what god is the Great Pyramid of Gaza Gaza get dedicated to, and the Pharaoh and the winter solstice. The faces to the east, which would have allowed the sun to shine directly into the tomb of the Pharaoh at the winter solstice. This is correct. It goes into the king's chamber on the Great Pyramid of Gaza. The light strikes through and it directly to the tomb of the pharaohs at the winter solstice. That's exactly what I showed you here. Let's see, this one right here, I showed you. This is exactly what they show right here in the Ten Commandments. They show they're lining it up. He's lining it up. Right here. This is the light that they're showing right here. Right here, the sun. Right there, as I showed here, they're showing it right here at Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're also showing it right here. As I said, the light shines through right here to the king's chamber. The pyramid faces east, which would have showed the sun shine directly into the pharaohs at the winter solstice. Right here, this is exactly what I showed you right here of right here, the pyramid. It's exactly what happens is the ray of light right here. This is not just at this pyramid, the Great Pyramid. There are other pyramids that this happens to. The best known illumination of the passage in the chamber of the winter solstice in the sun, as I was talking about in my Bible verses, enter into the passage of the mount called the roof box. On the morning of the winter solstice, a beam of light penetrates to the roof box and travels down 19 meteor passages into the chamber. This is a king's chamber. This happens at the winter solstice. Khufu, right here, they're showing it. This is a video. It says stunning new discovery of the winter solstice sunrise alignment. That's what they showed in Raiders of the Lost Ark. As I showed, that beam of light comes right through right here at the winter solstice, the king's chamber. This is a video of it. This is new findings of the king's chamber and the light going through to the king's chamber at the winter solstice. There's videos on this. Math worksheet, just like the in Moses, they were showing the pyramid. Here is the pyramid right here. This is alignment in Peru, the same thing. Goes into the king's chamber. This is another video on it. Pyramid in the winter solstice. This is a short video. This is even showing you the light coming through right here, entering the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid on the winter solstice.
And then you have this massive universe which has the same shape as the human person. So there's a cosmic structure, and then there's a personal structure.
So there's even showing you a video of it. Now let's go over Obama. What pyramid did Obama see when he was there? The only pyramid he went to.
4,600 years ago, and the person who is buried here, his name is Scar, and his name is written hieroglyphic as Scar, and actually...
That looks like me. Look at those ears.
The car will go through the stone. They call it a hole stone. So it's not that it works.
It doesn't work.
I don't want to shoot men on the contract. So why don't we just double stack?
So Obama visited the Great Pyramid in Giza, and who is buried there? Khufu is the one that's buried in the Great Pyramid. So I showed you my Bible verse right here. There's 4 times Jesus went to Jerusalem, and 2 of them he went on Passover. One of them was when he died, and the other one was on Hanukkah. They don't know when the other one was. It wasn't mentioned, but there's only 2 times. But it's very interesting. He died on Passover. Could he return on Hanukkah to get us? That's what I believe it could be. There's many Bible verses that says, "Pray your flight not be in winter." Khufu was the one that was buried at the Great Pyramid of Giza. Khufu's funeral began at the temple, Valley of the Body, and transported priests in the pyramid, and the causeway, along the causeway. That's exactly what they show in Raiders of the Lost Ark. The causeway, the transformation from death into life through the causeway, exactly what they're showing in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Khufu and Obama, this is the pyramid that Obama went to. The Great Pyramid, he went to the pyramid in Gaza. This is the chamber. This is Khufu's pyramid. There's the solstice. It goes in, the light goes in through the at the solstices, and it's at the winter solstice when the light goes through into the king's chamber, the passageway into afterlife as they believe. Here's a picture of Khufu right here. It's exactly what Obama said he looked like, Khufu. The Great Pyramid and the winter solstice, as I showed. Right here, I said this, just a review, and it says, have allowed the sun directly to pass through the tomb of the pharaohs at the winter solstice. It's exactly what time frame we're looking at. What God is the Great Pyramid of Gaza dedicated to. This is exactly what Moses had in his, I showed you earlier about the dedication of the tomb. This was Khufu, the Great Pyramid. This is a passageway. This is not just in the Great Pyramid, but other pyramids around the world. The passageway, they bury themselves in the king's chamber, and as I showed, the Great Pyramid is king's chamber is Khufu. This is a video on it right here, the winter solstice, the alignment. This alignment right here is exactly what they're showing in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Right here. This is exactly what they're showing in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And this is the passageway right here. This is exactly what they're showing. The passageway. Passageway of the gods, supposedly. There you go. It's exactly what I showed you. It's exactly what they're showing you here. This is a video about it, the alignment, 10,000 years, alignment. There's 2 videos on it that I showed. This is a video even shows the light coming through in 2021. Here's Obama going to the Great Pyramid of Gaza, Khufu, and Obama even saying he looks like Khufu. Send to my video. God bless. The Great Pyramids, Khufu, Obama, the Great Pyramids, the alignment. God bless. See you tonight. See you tonight, 9 p.m. God bless.